everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duel Links video. In this video, I will be doing some assist duels as I build my way back up to a turbo duel. Now, let's hope this time I don't get my ass kicked. I'm going to auto duel for a bit and, just ramble for a while. I don't want to do any actual dueling right now because I would like this to go as quickly as possible. I'm not sure that auto duel is the right way to go about this, but I mean that's what I'm deciding to do. Alright, so I insulted Primo. I called him a worm. He called me a worm first. But before that, the most hilarious thing was me being called a worm after I just said worm. I called someone a worm, and then I was called a worm, and I'm like, what? Wow. I don't remember that insult at all. I wasn't even here for it. I mean, there are some very interesting situations in this game. I mean, not just how the events go for the characters in these worlds. I've had some interesting experiences with Duel Links myself, which is interesting considering I'm not actually in the world as myself. I only play as characters that are in this world, which is okay. But honestly, I'm surprised I've had some interesting experiences in this world that are similarly as weird as what happens to the characters. Yeah, similarly as weird. Although some of the weird experiences are just happening to me outside of the game. But, I mean, let's not forget that I have had some weird experiences here. Experiences that I cannot explain using standard logic. Although a lot of my weird experiences are just, I decided to play the game even though I felt weird to begin with. Like right now, for example, before I started playing this, before I opened Duel Links, I felt like, I basically felt like there was a drop of water. There was a drop of water, basically it was like, okay, this is insane. Dude, I want to be a writer. I need to be able to explain things. Oh my god. I felt like there was some water going down, dripping. I felt like there was some water. Okay. What is going on with my English? I'm sure that I am supposed to be able to, okay, well, can I type it then? If I cannot say it, can I type it, then say it? Okay, I typed it. Okay. Hold on, let me be more specific. Okay, well, first off, are you familiar with how when you're in the shower, there is water dripping from your hair because you're taking a shower and, showers are wet, obviously. So this is something similar, where I felt like there was a narrow stream of water running through my hair. Like, it was a narrow stream of water just running through my hair. It was just one. Pretty much similar to a drop of water, just, you know, falling from the side of your hair, face, head, whatever. And it was definitely weird. And now I checked to be sure that it was, just, you know, not anything to be concerned about. You know, just in case. And yeah, I do know what was going on there, and it was, well, let's just say that I've been having some interesting, you know, I'd actually like to talk about this. So I went to bed early today. Yes, early today. It was like 6 or so. And I set my alarm for 3:30. And it was a little under 9 hours that I would wake up. Like, I was going to wake up at 3:30, and that is when I set my alarm to. And now, obviously, people are recommended to get between 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and 9 hours is considered to be a lot. More than you should have. And my alarm went off. But here's the thing. I didn't wake up. And when I got up to turn my alarm off, my phone felt warm. And I'm just like, it didn't wake me up. Are you serious? So I checked my phone, and it was like an hour late. It was like an hour past when I wanted to wake up. I went to sleep and got a reasonable amount of rest, and my phone didn't wake me up. My alarm was going off for a long time. And when I started to think about this, I'm just, how did this not wake me up? How did it not wake me up? I'm confused. But, I mean, to be fair, I have had some interesting experiences where I pretty much wake up early. I wake up before my alarm, you know. Sometimes I wake up on my own after a reasonable amount of time. You know, things like that. I've had a lot of interesting experiences when I sleep, and a lot of my weird bullshit happens in dreams. Like, yeah. But I assume that I must have been very, very, very exhausted for me to not wake up to an alarm that went off over 8 hours later. I'm just sitting over here thinking, how exhausted is that? How exhausted do you have to be for an alarm to not wake you up after 8 hours? And now, I know that it was actually over 8 hours later, but it didn't wake me up at that point. And it was weird. It was like I was in the Twilight Zone. Yes, I was like in the Twilight Zone. But though, to be fair, I felt more like that in other ways. You know, for other reasons. That actually is not the first time that I felt like I was sort of in the Twilight Zone. I've had more accurate experiences to that. Like an entire day that felt like it was a dream. Now, obviously, I know if something is a dream or not, but if you remember, I think I talked about that day that felt like a dream, but I knew it wasn't. Just an entire day that felt completely strange. And it just felt like it was getting more and more weird. And that is definitely true. It did feel weird. Okay, so he's level 2,800. Yeah, this is definitely better than how far I got with 4. With 4, I didn't get anywhere near this point. But it was counterbalanced by the fact that I pretty much told him more. I told him more than I really needed to. It was serious overkill. And when he is released at the end of the month, I'm pretty sure my keys of his color are going to be gone in an instant. It's going to be insane and it's going to be really unnecessary, but I'm actually wondering what color his keys are. Yes, what color are his keys? I want to know. And now I know that I am still recovering my green keys. And I know that any other color there's plenty of. But I'm actually leaning between red keys or yellow keys for 4. And now, depending on how things go, I might assume, that... Hold on. Okay, I can attack once. Anyway, I might assume that his color key is not the color of... You know what? Exactly what makes me think that someone's going to be released in Zexal World? Did the game specifically say that? Or am I just making things up? Now, give me a second. Give me a second to process this. You're getting rid of Stardust. Shooting Star Dragon does not appreciate your bullshit. I don't appreciate his bullshit either, to be honest. Yeah, I really do not appreciate it. I am not a fan of Aporia. I am not a fan of your bullshit. You should stop now while you still have the chance. Oh, I see. I see how this is for you, but listen, dude. I've been through hell. You may think I haven't, but I have. I've been through horror that you will never understand. Yeah, like anything I've been through is anything that he hasn't. But I mean, you never know. Maybe I have experienced something that he hasn't. You never know. Though I really I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, well, this is definitely not going well at all. My plans are, well, let's just say I wish they were going better than this. Things may not be as much of a disaster, but let's see if that is indeed true. Okay, okay. I activate this skill. Okay. I can attack once, I can attack 3 times, I can attack 2 times. Alright, activate this skill. Multiply by 5. Yes, that's right. Alright, so I'm gonna attack with Rose. Obviously, Rose is going to the graveyard whenever I have the right... I need a level 4 monster before that can happen. Okay, so I can attack twice. And now it's going to be terrifying when I come back. Dude, he's going to be at like level 3,000 if I decide to keep doing this, or I don't meet what if I don't accomplish what I want. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Okay, give me a second. I do a level 4. So, let us begin. Special summon Stardust Dragon. Let's do it. I am ready. You may think that I do not have superior power, but I have a bond with my cards and you don't have a bond with yours. I can tell. You just give off that vibe, you know? The vibe of someone that does not have bonds. I can sense bonds. I'm a bond detector, okay? I can sense bonds. I know a bond when I see it. Yes. Alright. Well, now I just decided to change the title of this video to reference the fact that I said I'm a Bonds Detector. Yeah, sure, I'm not sure that I'm doing that very well, but I mean, I did say that. Okay, no, I'm going to do this again. And if this doesn't go as planned, that's fine. I mean, there's still the last turn at level 10, you know? Okay, now hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna put it on this one that can attack twice. Activate. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to deal piercing damage. And, I want to avoid going too far, considering I might need to save these. Yeah, alright, so my other one cannot attack, which is not good. Not good at all. But alright, so I'm going to end my turn here. And the next turn will be the last turn. There are no flaws in the doing. Okay. So, I'm going to let you know something, dude. Okay, he's going to do it again. He's going to steal my monster. I do not appreciate this. Great. This is disgusting. Well, yes. I can't get rid of this. I mean, sure, I get it back, but there's... Okay, this is a disaster. Okay, there is one way I can defeat it. But because he stole my monster, it's not going to mean a whole lot. I cannot attack it. I cannot attack. Okay. Well, this is disgusting, isn't it? Well, I wish there was something I could do, but there is nothing. I guess I switch it to defense position, but he's just going to steal the last one. Okay, I see. Despair. Oh yeah, that was... Okay. I forgot for a second I forgot for a second that he's a raid boss. Yes, I forgot that for a second. I was too busy freaking out to realize he wouldn't get another turn because we're going to draw instead. Okay, well, that was a disaster. I don't really know how I feel about this. Give me a second. Well, there are only so many ways that I can... Well, obviously, I have a limit to how much more I can duel him. I can postpone videos, but I can't postpone the rest of this event because it's going to end tonight, so I can't just ignore it and come back to it later. The event's going to end before that point. So what am I going to do here? And I think the best thing for me to do is... Well, actually that depends. Now, knowing that this has happened 2 times in a row, I am, somewhat curious if perhaps this is as far as I can get. But then there's part of me that's like, stubborn. We must be stubborn. Whenever I am stubborn, I usually make it. Obviously, if I know that it's not very realistic, it doesn't end there. Usually, if I know it's not realistic, I'm only trying just to try. I mean, being stubborn, not really going to help you if you already know what you're trying to do is impossible. Just saying. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I will see you guys in my next one. And oh god, this is going to be a long final few hours. Yeah, I think it's going to end in less than a few hours. You know what? Let's not dwell on the time. I will be back soon.